Educational philosophy of Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda, known in his pre-monastic life as Narendranath Datta, was born in Kolkata on the 12th of January 1863 and died on the 4th of July 1902. He graduated from Calcutta University and acquired a vast knowledge of different subjects, especially Western philosophy and history. He was born with a yogic temperament, and used to practice meditation even from his boyhood. He founded on the 1st of May 1897 the Ramakrishna Mission. According to him, education is a continuous process. It should cover all aspects of life: physical, material, intellectual, emotional, moral, and spiritual. Real education is that which enables one to stand on one's own legs. Education must provide life-building, man-making, character-making assimilation of ideas. He defines education as the manifestation of perfection already in man. Educational philosophy of Swami Vivekananda. Vivekananda believed that the future of any nation depends upon its human resource, and the main aim of education should be to develop this human resource. He says each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest this divinity within by controlling nature, external and internal. Do this either by work, or worship, or mental discipline, or philosophy by one, or more, or all of these, and be free. His philosophy of education revolves around the following aspects: knowledge within. Knowledge is inherent within the individual himself. The individual finds out this knowledge by experiencing it within himself. Perfection is inherent in everyone. It is the function of education to lead one to perfection. Therefore, education should be made available to all. Child promotes his own development. Vivekananda says that it is wrong to think that we promote the development of a child. The child will educate himself. Teacher is to provide the necessary opportunity to him and remove the obstacles in his path. He will educate himself on his own. A plant grows itself. The gardener can't do it. He just provides the necessary environment to it. It is the plant itself that does its own growing. Vivekananda advocates the principle of self-education. Education as per the nature and needs. In order to make education useful, it must be according to the nature and need of the child. It is not the teacher, or the parents who will determine his needs and nature. His education should be patterned on the lines of these tendencies. The teacher has to visualize God in the soul of each child. Each child should be considered as manifestation of God. In fact, teacher have to serve God. Therefore we have to serve each child. Concentration as essence. For the acquisition of knowledge, concentration or attention is very necessary. For the success in life also, this power is very helpful. Everyone does not have the same power of concentration. With the help of this power one can acquire useful knowledge and arrange it in mind for use whenever necessary. Aims of education. Self-realization. Man has an immortal soul which is the treasure house of infinite power. Man should, therefore, have full confidence in himself and strive to reach the highest goal of his life. Self-confidence leads to self-realization. In his own words, faith in us and faith in God, this is the secret of greatness. Education of the right type should aim at removing the ignorance from our mind and make us understand that what actually we are. Character formation. Character is the aggregate of a man's tendencies, the sum total of the bent of his mind. We are what our thoughts have made us. It is, therefore, that education should aim at sublimating the evil tendencies of our mind. Vivekananda said, "We want that education, by which character is formed, strength of mind is increased, intellect is expanded, and by which one can stand on one's own feet." Education must build up character and manifest our real nature. Personality development. Personality is the influence, the impression one creates on the others. It is the personality of a man that counts. According to Vivekananda, personality is 2/3 and his intellect and words are only 1/3 in making the real man. The ideal of all education and all trainings should be this man-making. Service of mind. Another important aim of education is serving the God in man. It is the God in the sick, the poor, the miserable, the ignorant and the downtrodden what we should worship. In Vivekananda's own words, if you want to find God, serve man. He was pained to see the miserable poverty of his countrymen. He, therefore, wanted that education must enable everyone to stand on his own feet and satisfy his own primary needs. Universal brotherhood. Vivekananda's love for mankind has no geographical boundaries. He always pleaded for the harmony and good relationship of all nations. He said, through education, we should gradually reach the idea of universal brotherhood. In every man, in every animal, resides the same omnipresent and omniscient soul. He insisted the education must call forth this power in every person and may cover the whole world. Self-sufficiency. The practical aspects of life must not be ignored in any scheme of education. Only then, it will be possible to make an individual self-dependent and the nation prosperous. He said, it will not do merely to listen to great principles. You must apply them in the practical field, turn into constant practice. So he has emphasized the importance of education in agriculture and other practical arts. Physical and mental development. The second aim of education is that the child should be able to promote national growth and advancement as a fearless and physically well-developed citizen of tomorrow. Stressing the mental development of the child, he wished education to enable the child to stand on his own legs economically rather than becoming a parasite on others. Moral and spiritual development. According to Vivekananda, a nation's greatness is not only measured by its parliamentary institutions and activities, but also by the greatness of its citizens. But the greatness of citizens is possible only through their moral and spiritual development, which education should foster. Unity in diversity. The true aim of education is to develop insight into the individuals so that they are able to search out and realize unity in diversity. Vivekananda has further asserted that physical and spiritual worlds are one, their distinctness is an illusion, Maya. Education should develop the sense which finds unity in diversity. Religious development. Each individual should be able to search out and develop the religious seed embedded in him and thus find the absolute truth or reality. Hence he advocated the training of feelings and emotions so that the whole life is purified and sublimated. Then the capacities of obedience, social service and submission to the teachings and preachings of great saints and saviors will develop in the individual. Education should foster this development. Role of teacher. According to Swami Vivekananda, a person with an attitude of renunciation, influence children through his ideal example, love his students, sympathize at their difficulties, teaching according to the needs, abilities and interests of them, contribute to their spiritual development can be a good teacher. A student should have an inclination and eagerness to learn. He should be an observer of celibacy. He should have control over his senses. He should follow the ideals laid down by his teacher. Methods of teaching. Vivekananda prescribed the ancient spiritual methods of teaching wherein the Guru and his disciples lived in close association as in a family. The essential characteristics of those methods were 1. To control fleeting mental faculties by the practice of yoga. 2. To develop the mind by concentration and deep meditation. 3. To gain knowledge through lectures, discussions, self-experience and creative activities. 4. To imitate the qualities and character of teacher, intelligent and clear understanding. 5. To lead the child on the right path by means of individual guidance by the teacher.